How are you, my dear students? In the previous class, I just also explained about the classification of animals. Here today, our new lesson is the lesson 2 to 5. Here's the 2 to 5, the classification of invertebrate animals. Here's the invertebrate animals. First classification and also the first phylum is the Porifera. Second phylum is the Nidaria. Third phylum is the Platyhelminthes and fourth is the Nematoda. Here I just also draw four category or also the four animals. Here also they are also the invertebrate animals. Now please everyone open the books and the page number is 2, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here's the two classification of invertebrate animals. Here's first structure is the phylum Porifera. Porifera and also the another meaning is the sponge animals. Here's the sponge animals. The example is the Spongilla. Here's the Spongilla. Please everyone see the books Habit and Habitat and also about the Porifera. The number of the phylum Porifera is commonly known as sponge. This distribution is worldwide. They are found all over the world. Most of the species are marine, but some live in the fresh water. Usually they live in the colonies. What's the meaning of colonies? Colonies is meaning, another meaning is the stay together. General characteristics. First characteristics is the simplest multicellular animal. First, the example is the simplest and also the multicellular animals. Second is the body wall with numerous pores. Here I just draw this structure and also this structure is the pores and also the another name is the sponge. Second structure, body wall with numerous pores. Through these pores, food and oxygen. Please, everyone remarks this line. That through these pores, food and oxygen enter into the body. Third characteristics is the no compact tissue, organ and organ system. An example is the Spongilla and Scypha. Second phylum. Here's the second phylum. In the previously they also known as the Cylindrellata. Here's the Cylindrellata. New name is the Nidaria. Habit and Habitat. Members of this phylum are present in almost all the regions of the world. They are mostly marine. Many species found in canals, beaches, rivers, lakes, fountains, etc. They are diverse in shape, size and color. Some species live alone, solitary, and some live in groups forming the colonies. They attach themselves to floating logs, leaves or other substances or move freely, can swim freely. The another structure is the basically Hydrilla or the Hydra. Here's the Hydra. Some characteristics, the most of the characteristics are body consists of two embryonic layers. The outer one is the ectoderm and the inner one is the endoderm. I just draw this. The first structure is the body layer or the embryo layer. Here's the embryo layer. There are the two layers and also the first. The outer layer and also the outer one is another name is the ectoderm. ECTO, ecto and also the derm and also the skin. Outer layer is the ectoderm and is the inner layer is the endoderm. And also there are also the bilayer structure. Again, I also draw this. This structure is the endo and also the derm. And again, I also repeat the characteristics. Basically, it's also very important characteristics. Body consists of two embryonic layers. The outer one is the ectoderm and the inner one is the endoderm. Body cavity is known as the cylindron. Here's the cylindron. Their structure is the long and cylinder structure shape and the another name is the cylindron. It helps in digestion and circulation. Third characteristics as the ectoderm bears a special type of cells called nidoblast. Here's the nidoblast. Basically, they are also the poisonous structure. Yes, the poisonous structures, basically these cells helps in locomotion, defense, capture of prey. Here's the this structure is also the very first structure is the ectoderm and inner is the endoderm. In the endoderm there another structure is also the nidoblast and also the poisonous structure. Example is the Hydra and another structure is the Obelia. Now, our third phylum is the Platyhelminthes. Platyhelminthes is the another very important characteristics and also the another important animals. Habit and habitat. Here's the habit and habitat. The lifestyle of the member of this phylum is very colorful. Many species live on other organisms as ectoparasites outside the body or endoparasite inside the body. Some free living species live in the fresh or saline water. Some animals of this phylum live in wet and damp soil. Again, I also repeat. In this structure, platyhelminthes, they are basically their characteristics is the parasite based. Here's the parasite based. There are two categories or the two types. First type is the ectoparasite and the second structure is the endoparasite. Ectoparasite, their habitat is the outside body and endoparasite is the inside the body. Some free living species live in the fresh or saline water. Some animals of this phylum live in wet and damp soil. Again, the general characteristics, there are the characteristics. First is the body flat, bisexual and mostly parasitic. Do you know what's the meaning of the bisexual? Bisexual meaning is also the female and the male organs. It's stay there. And second is the ectoparasite or the endoparasite. We know what's the meaning of the ectoparasite and also the endoparasite. Body covered with thick cuticle. Here's the meaning of cuticle. Basically, they are also the very smooth, the outer layer. Body bears sucker and hooks. Another structure. In this structure, they are also another name is the parasites, and they are the body bears suckers and hooks. Flame cell present and acting as excretory organ. Digestive system is incomplete or absent. Example, liver fluke and tapeworm. Last structure and also the last phylum is the Nematoda and also the core, the previously the Nemathelminthes. Here's the Nematoda. They are also the parasitic structure. Many animals of this phylum are endoparasite and live in the intestine and blood. The very important structure. This parasitic, please everyone underline these lines. Again I also repeat, many animals of this phylum are endoparasite and live in the intestine and blood. These parasitic animals living in human body and animals cause harm to them. On the other hand, many are free living animals. They live in water and soil. Here's the structure. I just draw this the round one and also it's also stay the human body, basically intestine and also the blood. General characteristics. Here's the characteristics. First characteristics is the body tubular or the cylindrical and covered with thick skin. Here I just draw this structure is the cylindrical shape and their outer layer is the thick. And the second structure is the digestive system, complete mouth and anus present. Respiratory and circulatory system absent. Generally unisexual. In the previous we also know the bisexual and this structure is there. Also the unisexual and also the female organ and divided into the male organ. Body cavity without lining and through. Coelom absent. Do you know what's the meaning of coelom? The another structure is the cylindrical structure. My dear students, today I just only explain about the classification of invertebrate animals. Here the invertebrate animals, our first phylum is the Porifera and also the sponge structure. They are also the bear, the characteristics and also the general characteristics. And second structure is the nidaria. Basically their structure is the needle shaped and they are also the two layers. First layer is the ecto layer and another is the endo layer. And third is the platyhelminthes and also the another name is the parasites. Here's the parasites. We also know the ectoparasite outside the layer on the body and endoparasite. And the fourth structure is the phylum Nematoda and also the another name is the Nemathelminthes. They are basically stay in the human body and also the intestine and blood. My dear student, today I just only give you the only four phylum or invertebrate classification. Thank you, my dear students.